Welcome back to the YouTube! We're back here again with another video, guys. I hope you guys are good. In today's video, we're going to be looking at the most crazy, painful parent punishments. Now, today's video is a little bit scary. I didn't really know people's parents did this kind of stuff, but you'll see what I mean. So this video tells you the list of things people's parents have done. So it tells you what they've done and the dull score. So the dull score is like a measurement for pain. So for example, this first one, parent's face on a t-shirt. As a punishment from your parent, you have to wear a t-shirt with your mum or dad's face on it. That's not very painful, so it's got a dull score of 0. But as we go through, the pain actually gets more. It's pretty worrying that kids' parents actually make them do painful things. Next one, bullet through the computer. All those save files are gone forever. Imagine your parent telling you off by shooting your computer. Forced to eat raw egg. That just sounds horrible. I can't really imagine my parents making me do that. It's so disgusting, but did you know bodybuilders eat raw eggs? Okay, this is the first one with actual pain in it, and it's only got a score of 1, but it's drinking from the garden hose. While not very painful, it's very degrading to the victim. Instead of your parents grounding you, they just make you drink from the garden hose. That'd be such a weird punishment. Guys, as we go through this video, these punishments get more and more ridiculous, and it's actually kind of scary what some people's parents do. Smelling dog breath. How can you force your child to smell their dog's breath? Trust me, it's worse than you think. This next one, my parents haven't actually made me do, but I remember them threatening that if I misbehaved, they would make me do this. And it's standing facing the wall for an hour. That just sounds horrible. If you've misbehaved, you've annoyed your parents, and you just have to do this for an hour. I'll be so I'm not a parent, obviously, but it's interesting to watch this video to see what I would do if I was a parent. Are there any of these punishments I would actually use myself? Mouth taped shut. Imagine your parents getting so angry at you that they put duct tape over your mouth to shut you up. Sprayed by a powerful hose. You can enjoy yourself if you try to. You can enjoy yourself if you try to. Is it a pressure washer? Parents making you sleep on the floor. That's got 3 on the dull scale. Can't imagine that's that painful. It's probably just quite uncomfortable. Eating soap? No, that just would not happen. But apparently, some kids' parents have actually made them eat soap. Maybe to wash their mouth out. Rub flowers in face. For people with allergies like hay fever, you know why this is so bad. Oh my god. These people's parents just sound like psychotic. Finger flicking. Children of Asian parents, you'll understand. I feel sorry for the Asian children. Bike lock around neck. This has 5 on the dull scale. You may be able to get out of this one if you try. Pulling your ears. Well, my parents aren't going to pull my ears. That's why I wear these. I've got little shields on. No access to these ear holes. 5.5 on the dull scale. Okay, that's very specific. Hands up punishment. It's a stress position where you must hold your hands above the head for 30 minutes. I don't even want to do it for 5 seconds. Oh, God, yeah. That's a workout for your shoulders. 6 on the dull scale, ice bucket poured overhead. Back in like, when was it? 2013, 2014. Everybody was just doing this for fun anyway. Ice bucket challenge. Okay, 7 on the dull scale, spiked with cactus needles. Aztec parents would punish misbehaving children with cactus spikes. Well, they just push you on a cactus. What the fuck? Don't forget, guys, these are getting weirder and weirder and more painful. I think some of these parents need to be arrested. 8 on the dull scale, yanked by hair. About 1 in 20 hairs will easily pull out when tugged. The others that stay in, painful. That would not be very nice, would it? Nipple cripple? No, no, no. If my mum or dad is giving me a nipple cripple, I'm punching them in the face. That's so f***ed up. Arguably the most well-known physical punishment is spanked with a slipper, which ranks as 9 on the dull scale. That sounds horrible. It doesn't sound like the worst one yet, though, to be fair. There's some others that sound worse. 10 on the dull scale is abandoned in a forest. Your parents just drop you off in a car, say, bye, we don't love you anymore, and then they drive off, and you're just there to fend for yourself. I remember that. I remember when my parents did that to me. I was gone for 3 weeks. Never quite been the same since. 11 on the dull scale is forced handstand. Well, at least you're making gains in the process. I don't even know if I can do a handstand. Oh my god. I'm doing it, kind of. It's more of a headstand. By the way, I don't know why I'm dressed like I'm ready for Wimbledon. I'm ready for some tennis. Okay, 11 on the dull scale is hanging upside down from a tree. Holding this for 10 minutes can be deadly as blood rushes to the brain fast. Yeah, why are your parents making you do that? Let me know in the comments, guys. Are your parents making you do any of these things? Because I feel like if they are, I should be contacting the police. 11 on the doll scale is tickling till you can't breathe. Yeah, we've all been there. Nobody likes that. Nobody. 12 on the doll scale. This sounds really painful. Pick stinging nettles barehanded. Roman soldiers allegedly rubbed the leaves on their arms and legs to keep warm. I suppose that would keep you warm. That's a really weird way to keep warm. Just put a couple layers on. Put a couple layers on, light a fire. Don't rub stinging nettles over your face. Whose parents are making them do that? Yeah, okay, this has definitely happened. If you misbehave, go up to your room and you skip a meal. No dinner for you. 12 on the doll scale, though. Human can survive for about 10 days without food. I wouldn't say it's painful not eating food, though. It would always be on a day that you had, like, takeaway pizza or something. 13 on the doll scale is dragged on a dog leash. Just hope it's not in public, yeah. I mean, if it was in public, I'm sure your parents would just be arrested then and there because that would not look very good, would it? Pushed down the stairs. No, I'm so sorry, Dad. I'm so... Ah! Yeets you down the stairs. A typical staircase has 15 steps and you'll feel every one of them. No, whose parents are doing that? Guys, I hope your parents haven't pushed you down the stairs. I really do. 14 on the doll scale is cutting grass with scissors for an hour. Imagine cutting your whole lawn with a pair of scissors. You'll have plenty of bruises and cramps by the end of it. Yeah, and your fingers would probably get blistered. Fingers? Yeah, and your fingers would probably get blisters from the scissors just the whole time just doing this. 14 on the doll scale is forced labor. One family really did this as they didn't want to deal with their pregnant daughter. Forced labor? What kind of labor? Metal ruler on the knuckles. That's basically like the cane from school from years ago. Okay, apparently some people's parents make them take a boiling hot shower. If your pain tolerance is high, you might just about find it all right. What horrible, horrible parents. My God. My pain tolerance is not good. I have to have like a lukewarm shower because anything more than that, it's just way too hot. But my mum, for some reason, she could just drink boiling hot water out of a kettle. Okay, it's getting painful now, guys. Painful. 17 on the doll scale, eat an extremely spicy chili. Some people can bear a Carolina Reaper easily. Who? Who can bear a Carolina Reaper easily? That is a horrible punishment. Imagine you give your 3-year-old, because they won't stop crying, a Carolina Reaper. It's not going to stop them crying. The water cure. You must drink a large volume of water to avoid drowning. It's very dangerous. But your parents just force you to drink loads of water. That's weird punishment. 19 on the doll scale is locked outside in the snow. Exposure to the freezing elements can cause hypothermia in minutes. Yeah, freezing outside. Your parents just like won't let you in your house. I think I'd just go to my friend's house. I'm coming over. I'm sorry if I'm not invited over, but I'm coming over. My parents have locked me outside. Eat peanut butter when you're allergic. Okay, at this point, I think the parents are just trying to kill their kids. That's what I'm getting from this. They didn't want kids. They made a mistake years ago. They didn't want kids, and they're just trying to kill them off in the most creative way possible. Okay, 21 on the doll scale is listen to blasting music. Any sound over 85 decibels can be harmful, especially if you're exposed to it for a long time. Well, if you're a teenager, you're probably going to be immune to this because every teenager has listened to music on a very high volume in their life. Okay, also 21 on the doll scale is the belt. If the technique is right, this can be extremely painful. Oh my God. Yeah, okay, I've never had the belt, and I hope none of you guys have either. Okay, next one. 22 on the doll scale. Family dog set loose on you. I mean, this only works if you have an aggressive dog and not some sort of like chihuahua or poodle. Even then, could be painful. No, okay, I'm sorry. Nobody's parents are going to make them do this. Smoke a whole pack of cigarettes. Your parents are not going to give you a pack of cigarettes to smoke as a punishment. You didn't do your homework? Here's a cigarette. That's not going to happen. 24 on the doll scale, fighting with a wooden sword. Apparently, a parent was jailed for severely injuring their child this way. Fighting with a wooden sword? What the hell? When was this? Like 200-300 years ago? 25 on the doll scale, electrocuted with a cattle prod. What the f***? Meant for herding cattle, these sticks can deliver a powerful jolt. Whose parents have a cattle prod? Unless you live on a farm. The worst thing my parents ever did would probably just give me a smack bum going up the stairs. Send me to my room, smack me on the bum, tell me to think about what I've done. But they didn't electrocute me with a cattle prod. 28 on the doll scale. This is getting painful. Rolling pin to the face. May contain traces of flour. Rolling pin to the face. We just whack you in the face with a rolling pin because you've not done your homework. Or you didn't do your chores. 30 on the doll scale. Hold your hand on the stove. If held for long enough, it can cook the flesh and cause permanent scarring. Why is that a thing? Whose parents do that? These parents are psychotic. 32. Buried alive. Dependent on oxygen supply, this can run risk of asphyxiation. Imagine you've been told off and your parents are so angry at you and they just start digging a hole in the garden. Buy a coffin, I don't know where from, Amazon, and they tell you to get in the hole. Before all that had happened, I would have just run away. At that point, you need to get out of there. 37 on the dull scale. This is extremely painful. Dangled over smoking hot chilies. Unruly Aztec children were punished by being held over smoking habanero peppers. What had they done wrong to possibly deserve that? What the fuck? Okay, 45 on the dull scale. Chopping off the tongue. For speaking back, unfortunately, it won't regrow. Yeah. The tongue doesn't regrow, no. Oh, God. Has that ever happened to any of you guys? Where in the world has that happened? Where and when? You're not a very loving parent if you're going to chop your child's tongue off, are you? 60 on the dull scale is crucified. For the parents who think their children are Jesus. God did this to his child to pay penance for our sins. What do you think? Jesus Christ. Literally. Infinity on the dull scale, kicking you out of the house. You cannot deny it. The pain cannot be set to a fixed number. Well, that's it. We made it to the end of the video. Let me know, guys, have you ever been kicked out of the house? And was the pain on the dull scale infinite? And if so, I'm sorry. You can always talk to people for help. This has turned into like a really, I don't know, disturbing video. I really hope none of this towards the second half of the video has happened to you guys, because this is a weird video. Hope you guys enjoyed watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Really helps me out. I love you. Take it easy, and I'll see you in the next video. Woo! Oi! Subscribe!
Oh God, please subscribe! Subscribe!
Subscribe! Subscribe!